All-inside meniscus repair offers outcomes comparable to inside-out repair, but technical challenges remain. This video demonstrates a probe-assisted technique that improves control of suture loop positioning and tightening, reduces the risk of cutout, and minimizes cartilage injury and entanglement. The senior author had received honorarium and educational funding from Smith & Nephew. The patient is supine and placed under general anesthesia. The anterolateral and anteromedial portals on the left knee are created, and a diagnostic arthroscopy is performed. The portals are used alternatively as working and viewing portals. With the arthroscope in the anteromedial portal and the probe in the anterolateral portal, the probe is used to determine the optimal approach for the all-inside repair instrument for repair of the medial meniscus. This aids in determining whether to use existing portals, create a new accessory portal, or employ an outside-in technique. The repair instrument is introduced with a half-slotted cannula under direct visualization. The two anchors are deployed according to the tear configuration so that the suture loop is optimally positioned on the tear. If the meniscus is friable, the anchors are deployed superior and inferior to the meniscus to encompass its circumference to reduce the risk of cutout as demonstrated in this case. The suture is twirled on the probe several times such that when the suture is tensioned, it does not lift off from the probe. It is twirled in a clockwise direction in this case, such that the suture is posterior to the probe tip from the surgeon's point of view to facilitate tensioning of the suture. In the first example, when the suture is pulled, the probe tip is placed directly on the suture loop to counter the pulling force during suture tensioning. The suture is seen moving up along the length of the probe as it is pulled, with the suture loop tightening simultaneously. The probe tip is used to position the suture loop as it tightens. By doing so, the probe controls the suture loop tightening, optimizes its position, and reduces the risk of cutout. In the second example, the probe is used as a post, redirecting the line of pull during tensioning. The schematic diagram illustrates how the probe acts as a post to redirect the line of pull. This technique is useful for repairs in the body and the adjoining anterior part of the meniscus. When the pulling suture is angled relative to the loop, pulling it can result in the suture loop tightening obliquely on the tear and leading to suboptimal tear reduction. The probe tip can redirect the pulling force so the loop tightens perpendicularly on the tear. A short length of about 10 mm between the suture loop and probe tip enables this redirection. This illustrates the second key use of the probe, redirecting the suture pull to maintain stability and minimize suture displacement. The repair stability is checked and the remaining suture is cut. The stability of the repaired meniscus is confirmed with the probe tip. The arthroscopic portals are closed with non-absorbable sutures, with knee position at 30 degrees flexion in a locked brace. In an isolated meniscal tear, the patient is started on ambulation immediately with the operated lower limb non-weight bearing for 4 weeks, followed by partial weight bearing for 2 weeks, and then full weight bearing as tolerated after 6 weeks post-surgery, while active range of motion controlled with a brace is 0 degrees to 90 degrees for 4 weeks and then full active range of motion as tolerated.